What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd. Grab that gear shift and shift it with some force, and let's go into Turbo because we are playing Jet Moto 2 for Burning Rubber, second episode of this series. Awesome to be saying that because, you know, I always like debuting new episodes and new shows. But anyways, let's get into Jet Moto 2 now. Jet Moto was a game that me and my brother played a lot with our PlayStation 1. It was a fantastic game, loved it to death. It was just unique in the way it was like water skis, but they were hovercrafts type of dealio. And you had like different riders. Each rider had stats and blah blah blah. And this game was also sponsored by Mountain Dew, and there was a lot of other companies as well that sponsored it, but Mountain Dew was like the more famous one because when you chose a character, it would go to automatically right on the Mountain Dew guy. And so, you know, when you were a kid, you're like, ooh, Mountain Dew, that's a soda. I like a soda. So I'm gonna play as Mountain Dew guy, you know, because, well, he looks rad as fuck, so why not? But yeah, me and my brother, we had tons of fun playing Jet Moto 1 and 2. We didn't like 3 that much. I think it went up to 4 as well. But I know we just liked 1 and 2 a lot for sure. I think 3 and 4, they changed it up a little bit. If there is a 4, I'm pretty sure there is, but I know there's a 3 for sure. But yeah, they sort of like changed it up and changed up the style, and it sort of like ruined it for us, and we're just like, eh. And probably around that time too, you know, PlayStation 2 was coming out, because you know, my parents that have a lot of money all the time for new games and stuff, so pretty much the games that they did buy us, we kept for like years and years. So you know, it's not until now that, you know, I'm 2 years away from being 30. I'm 28 currently right now. That, you know, well, I've had a job since I was like 18, but still, you know, actually working and stuff like that. You know, you can go out and buy your own games after you pretty much got all your bills and shit paid. So now I have shit tons of games, but also just besides, you know, going out and buying new games, you know, I go and buy old games too by, you know, by going to the Goodwills and the Savers, you know, just hitting up the thrift shops. So that's just other ways I get games. So. And those are the cheaper alternatives to getting new games, because I find like 360 and PlayStation 3 games, I mean, it's not new right per se because Xbox One, PS4, and the Wii U, but it's still new enough to me to where if it was a good game and it was probably a game I wanted to play, I'll pick it up because it's probably gonna be like $3.99 instead of paying $60 for it or some shit. But yeah, this is a fantastic game. If you haven't played Jet Moto 2 or 1, or, well, give 3 and 4 a shot. I still think there is a 4. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know 3 for sure, but I keep saying 4, but I'm not really completely sure. And I don't want to look it up and be like a fucking cheater because I looked it up. But yeah. Also, another cool thing about this is you got like a turbo boost at your own will and all that. So on your speedometer or your speed meter, whatever you want to call it, you have a gauge down there for your turbo, and you can either hold down your turbo and just waste all your turbo, or what you can do is use it sparingly at certain points of time in the game. And then the courses are all different. Like, you got desert, you got a city one, there's a volcano level as well. You know, just a bunch of different courses. I think it was 1 or 2. One of them had a course where you're like in outer space, and me and my brother both like just driving off the edge of the course because the guy would do like a Wilhelm scream when he's like, whoa, or some shit like that, or it blew up. One of those, I don't know, but we just kept like driving off the edge. It was fun, and this is a fun game. I mean, if you can pick it up, like, I think probably the most you'll probably be looking at is maybe $10. I think I picked mine up for $2.99 as Savers, aka a thrift shop. But hey, It's a fun little game if you can pick it up for dirt cheap. Don't pay anything more than $10, not unless you're like one of those weirdos that need to have everything prestige and brand new and all this stuff. But hey, game's worth it. It's fun as hell, especially if you want a different type of racing game. I mean, like I said, it looks like water ski, not water skis, but like ski-doos or jet skis. Yeah, jet skis. It looks like that, but they're hover ones. So, anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Burning Rubber. We're gonna park right into that parking spot and wait until the next episode before we shift into Turbo. Retro Nerd